This Assess Your Knowledge video covers the topic Calculating GDP and includes a series of questions and answers. Read a question and then select the best answer. The correct answer and an explanation will follow each question. The expenditure approach divides gross domestic product into 4 categories, representing for whom the final goods and services are produced. Consumption are the final goods and services produced for households. It is the largest of the 4 categories. Investment expenditures are the final goods and services produced for businesses. Government purchases are the final goods and services produced for the various levels of government. Net exports are the final goods and services that are exchanged between countries. This question asks, which of the following is an example of consumption? And the correct answer is C, a haircut by Christy, who works at Anthony's Salon and Spa in Valdosta. A computer purchased by VSU for use by a professor is an example of a government purchase. B, a French bottle of wine purchased by a U.S. citizen is an example of an import and is part of the net exports category. Investment expenditures are the final goods and services produced for businesses. Therefore, the correct answer to this question is a lawnmower purchased by Tony's Lawn Service. Investment expenditures are physical capital or machines and equipment used in the production of other goods. Stocks, bonds, and money are financial assets and represent a means of payment, not final goods and services produced. The correct answer for this question is B, trade deficit. Net exports equals a country's exports minus the country's imports. When a country imports more final goods and services than it exports, net exports has a negative value and the country has a trade deficit. Economic growth occurs when real GDP increases. This is because real GDP measures production holding prices constant at base year levels. Nominal GDP, on the other hand, captures both changes in price and production. If average prices rise by more than production declines, nominal GDP could increase even if production declines. The correct answer to this question is GDP per capita. This is calculated by taking GDP and dividing it by the size of a country's population. Real GDP measures production using base year prices and current year quantity. In this question, nominal GDP needs to be reduced by the amount of price change since the base year. This means taking nominal GDP and dividing it by the price index and then multiplying it by 100. This gives us a real GDP value equal to $2 trillion.